Hello and welcome back to episode 220 of Impacted. I'm coming to you live via the Total Nonstop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and of course, wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I'm, of course, your host, Heist. I was going to say Heist. I am your host, Bison. I know. And today I'm joined by the man coming to us from the void of his own mind, of course, the Joker. Hello, bud. You all right?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I'm just, I'm reeling really because this week's been pretty intense in the world of wrestling, TNA, NXT or NXTNA as we like to call it these days. Loads of cool stuff's been sort of kind of like thrown out into the atmosphere, and we've got loads to talk about, which is cool. What have you been up to?
Not a huge amount. I've been dealing with some really weird seizures and stuff recently, and it's really just slowed everything down. So I'm basically trying to rest up as much as possible.
Mate, that's fair. If you're in need of a bit of rest, then there's no reason why not. No reason why not do that. I always find, like, you remember, like, as I said to you last week when I was proper ill. I was really ill,
yeah,
and it wasn't say last week. The week before I was really ill, and then last week I was like the sort of tail end of it, if you know what I mean. I'm still feeling a bit crap,
yeah,
but certainly feeling a bit better. I'm still a bit nasally, but I still get the odd cough here and there.
That's just spring coming in now, isn't it? Really,
do you reckon?
Hay fever and all that. Hay fever and all that. Now, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't get hay fever. Well, I never used to, but it doesn't mean to say it can't. It's one of them things. Hay fever is actually one of those things that you can get in later life, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so no hay fever. I don't think there's any hay fever, but you never know. But yeah, no, it's been an amazing week. So let's get on with some of the news, rumors, and of course the NXTNA Impact recap of the week. So Joe Hendry food fight. That's obviously back out again this week, and I think it's cool. They're proper utilising Joe Hendry, aren't they?
Oh, definitely. You know, Josh Alexander's gone, so they might as well use the next big guy. I think it's good that they're using Joe Hendry. I know Masha Slamovich is doing some like match recaps or something as well, or she's talking about some of her favorite matches as well. So they're doing some stuff with her as well.
That's good. I mean, they need to do as much as they possibly can. I think they need to put different guys out to do different things. I think that they should turn First Class Penthouse into a proper weekly show. I think that would be cool. Get proper guests on it. Get it online. Do a podcast. First Class Penthouse podcast would be really cool.
Yeah, like when Sami Callihan was doing it because it was able to do it, so they can do it with. Casey Navarro would absolutely kill it on his own, but AJ Francis would be amazing.
Yeah, get both of them guys on it. See, Courtney's joined us in the house. Is that Eric there? Eric Isaac's also in the house as well. Remember, guys, if you've joined us here now from the top of the show, remember to give us a shout out. Make sure we know that you're there. And we will mention you on the show, of course. And if you're feeling flush and you want to do a super sticker or you want to throw us a few pence, feel free. We wouldn't say no. You crack on with that. That would be great. We do appreciate you guys very, very much. So, but it's great. And the Cora Jade fan really thinks she's going to beat Masha? Nah, she ain't going to beat Masha.
No, I think Courtney's like being like, she's got no chance.
Nah, she's being sarcastic, isn't she, to Eric? But there you go.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, my mind just wasn't fully there. But nothing new there.
It's still in the black hole of the void.
Oh, there's a huge bloody void going on at the moment. One side of my face is numb.
Well, I think we could say that the big news of this week has to be that we've had the official confirmation that Elijah's been signed to TNA via TNA themselves, not just via Dirt Sheet, via TNA themselves. So now we know it is official. Elijah has signed with TNA. I think this is fantastic news.
Brilliant.
I've been saying from day dot when this guy become available that we needed to get this guy signed up. It's taken a year. but we've got there. So I'm happy. I think that he will do amazing things with TNA. He's not going to be lost in the shuffle like he probably would have been with AEW. I think he made the right choice. He's going to come in, and it's going to take a little while because you've got to obviously build the guy. We've got, you've got to kind of worm him in nice and slowly, and eventually he'll probably turn on Joe Hendry, I would imagine.
Oh, I can see the guitar going over Joe Hendry. That'd be brilliant. Yeah,
I can definitely see that happening, brother. I can. So, but that's fantastic news. I'm over the moon with that. I know that some people are like, ooh, whatever, but I think he's
amazing.
I think he's a great talent.
I wasn't blown away by him on WWE, but by then I was also basically just tuning out of everything because it was so promo heavy throughout most of Raw when he was on Raw most of the time I was watching it, so I wasn't really paying much attention. But my God, he really just grabbed your attention and bring everybody in, and his stage presence is something you can't ignore. And for him to go up with Joe Hendry and I'll actually match him in terms of shit, I can't take my eyes to this guy.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Welcome, Mir. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Now, do you want to know something? TNA locker room leader Eddie Edwards and his wife Alisha Edwards have re-signed with TNA. This is great news. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's great that Eddie's, but bloody hell, that misses of his. Blah, blah. I think Alisha is brilliant. I think she's great on the mic. I think she's she's just a walking heat magnet. Yeah, exactly that. So I think it's fantastic how long they've signed for, but it's great to have them re-sign with TNA. So they're with us for the foreseeable future. With regards to Eddie, the guy is a mainstay top talent.
Yeah, he's like the mainstay guy now since James Storm. He's probably been with the company longest from breaking up in between.
Exactly. I think it's absolutely superb. So I'm happy about that. That's good news. TNA have also announced that at El Paso there will be the ultimate Hardy experience and the extreme Hardy experience. So it's going to be one per night, and it's going to be limited to 10 people as well. So only 10 people can do this. So you need to get in fast. I would imagine that they've already sold, to be honest. But the perks include in-ring photo op pre-show with Matt and Jeff, in-ring photo op, also pre-show with Matt separately and Jeff separately. There's an autograph 8x10 photo signed by Matt and Jeff themselves. I don't know whether they do it there and then, but that would be quite cool. An autographed 11x14 photo of the Hardys, numbered 10, signed by Matt and Jeff as well. An autograph from Matt and Jeff on an item of your choosing. So you could, choose an item for them to sign. I don't know whether you have to bring that with you for them to sign. I don't know. Anyway, there's also a private pre-show Q&A at the venue with Matt and Jeff. That's pretty cool. Commemorative Ultimate Hardy Experience show ticket. There's 10 of those. So that's pretty cool. A personalized cameo style message from Matt or Jeff will be emailed to you about a week after the El Paso shows. That's quite cool. I guess they'll sort of kind of talk about the fact that they've met you, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that would be quite good.
How many are going to go for Jeff over Matt there? Because everyone knows Jeff is better.
Well, hashtag. We'll have to see. We'll see. I don't know. I think they're both very, very popular. Yeah. There's also you're also going to get a piece of the broken table painted by Jeff from the 2024 Bound for Glory Full Metal Mayhem match when the Hardys reclaim the TNA World Tag Team Championships. A part of a broken table. That's pretty cool. They will also appear. Oh, this is good. You will also appear in a TNA televised segment with Matt and Jeff and more. So there's more to come as well. But how cool is that? You're actually going to get on TV as well.
That's amazing.
You're going to be in a segment with the Hardys on the show. Now, I haven't checked to go and see how much this experience is. I've seen a few people moan and saying it's really expensive. Well, I'm not being funny. You're getting quite a lot for your money.
Damn right you are. Christ, you're meeting
I
two of the
don't know.
greatest that have ever walked into professional wrestling, and you're getting all of those extra perks
Have
that
ever
you would.
jumped off 25-foot scaffolding? You get to all the best of them. And have laid out amazing tables everywhere. And also, here's the best bit for me: they were also part of the Brood.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you need? They were with
And
Gangrel. Come on,
the new Brood after Edge and
the
Christian
new
turned on
Brood.
him.
That's right, the new Brood. That was cool. So loads of really cool stuff going on there. Now, TNA Wrestling returns to St. Joseph, Missouri for the first time in 12 years, including the first television event there when action-packed, high-energy pro wrestling comes to the St. Joseph Civic Arena on Friday and Saturday, March 28th, 29th. That should be pretty cool. It doesn't say anything about it being a live taping on that one, but it's still pretty cool. So you got 2 nights there. Like I say, they haven't been back there for 12 years. I think that's
fantastic.
Cool. Yeah, tickets are available. So if you're in the area, you want to go to that show, off you go. TNA Wrestling also confirmed that longtime pro wrestling great Chavo Guerrero Jr. will return to the company on Saturday, March 15th. At the El Paso County Coliseum. So he's going to be, that means he'll be at the Impact tapings, right? So you're going to have Sacrifice Live on the Friday and he'll be at the tapings on the following day. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So Chavo Guerrero will be there on the Saturday. So that'll be interesting there. Because I actually thought for a minute that maybe he would be one of the members of the 10-man tag thing. There's 2 surprise members. I thought Chavo might have been one of them, and then it says on there that he's there the following day.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's more to do with Mustafa Ali and Mike Santana rather than Chavo Guerrero coming in to be one of the guys to try and shut the Colognes up, because I'm pretty sure Fraxium are going to come in as Matt Hardy's 2 guys he's going to call in.
Do you think? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the most obvious choice, and if it is, it's not really a huge letdown because those two are amazing. But I would love to see Chavo.
I have a feeling he's going to make a phone call and bring in a couple of guys.
Well, there was the 2 guys that he spoke to that the Hardys were talking about on NXT last night. I forgot their name, but they were doing a promo with them last night, and I got
that. Hang on, that's next. I got that next, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but he could bring them over, but one of those 2 teams would be really good to bring up. But I do hope that Chavo Guerrero coming into TNA is him. Like,
is that Josh Briggs or Tank Ledger and Hank Walker?
Yeah, I think that's the yeah. I have no idea who the team is, but it's just would be great. But I hope Chavo is like one of he's going to come in and stick up for Mike Santana because of Mustafa Ali and his smear campaign.
You never know.
Or he's going to go on side with Mustafa Ali and really piss off Santana. Because Chavo Guerrero's not got a reputation for being a nice guy in the ring.
No, Chavo's a bad guy. He's a bad man.
Yeah,
come on.
But
Everybody knows that.
Stick up for his boy Santana.
You never know. Okay. So NXT news, you've got Obafemi and TNA X Division champion Moose participate in a press conference ahead of their highly anticipated NXT title match next week at WWE Roadblock. Both Titans declared victory with Moose vowing to leave Roadblock as a double champion. Moose. I don't know. I tell you what, though, I thought the promos, the video promos they did was pretty good. Both of them did really good job. And I don't know what it is about Oba. I think he's awesome. I said to you before, he's from Wakanda. He's not from Nigeria. He's from Wakanda.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's got vibranium. He's got vibranium in his trunks. I'm telling you, because he's a beast. The reigning TNA World Tag Team Champion, the Hardys, appeared ahead of their title defense versus the NXT Tag Team Champions Fraxium. Matt and Jeff would cross paths with Hank Walker, Tag Ledger, Josh Briggs, and Yoshiki Inamura. And eventually, their roadblock challenge of Fraxium. The two teams faced off in the middle of the ring, setting the stage for what will surely be an epic encounter next week. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds really good. Plus, Knockouts World Champion, of course, Masha Slamovich was in attendance as she was scouting out Cora Jade during her match against former multi-time Knockouts World Champion Jordan Grace. Jade will challenge Slamovich for the Knockouts World title at Sacrifice live March 14th on TNA Plus from El Paso, Texas. Some good stuff. I mean, I think
Cora Jade's match got stopped, didn't it? Jordan Grace
yes.
Busted something. I think people Jordan Grace is saying she's busted her out one of her some of her tires, so she has to go off backstage and get that because he couldn't fix it in the ring. Jordan Grace has been laughing and joking about it all day, and I've been wondering what the hell has actually happened. I've not seen anything. And the only highlight I saw was Jordan Grace just slamming into her, and then the next thing you know, she's.
I think that was the week before. You're talking about the week before where Top come down.
Oh, that's what I've been seeing. I think Jordan Grace has been playing off of that all day today.
They have, yeah. The week before, there was some sort of kind of altercation in the ring, and she ended up throwing her out of the ring. And then, as she threw her out, she pulled, I think, on her. Obviously, accidentally, she pulled on her tag, and it opened up her top.
Oh God!
So he was going on about everyone got a bit of side boob, but yeah. But I think she's hurt her knee. I think is it Cora Jade that's hurt her knee, or is it Jordan that's hurt? I don't know. Someone's hurt their knee.
Cora Jade.
Yeah, but I think she'll be okay. I don't think there's anything to worry about. But listen, the Sacrifice card so far is looking proper immense, and I'm talking proper immense. Sami Callihan versus Mance Warner in a street fight. I mean, that's going to be crazy. You've got a 6-man tag as the Rascals and Ace Austin face Wesley and Tyson and Tyreek. That's going to be mad. We've seen how good Tyson and Tyreek are. We know how good Wesley, the Rascals, and Ace Austin are. I mean, goodness me, this is going to be a hell of a match. You've also got Tessa Blanchard versus Lei-Ying Lee. That should be great as well. I'm so happy that we're going to get to see more of Lee. That's going to be amazing. Mustafa Ali versus Mike Santana. That's a bit of a grudge match, that one. Jeff Hardy versus Moose in an X Division title ladder match. Well, we haven't seen one of them for a little while. I think the last ladder match was Guja, wasn't it?
Guja and Brian Myers was the last ladder match. I think this is Jeff Hardy's second ever X Division title match. I think he had one against AJ Styles, and then I don't recall him ever having one since then.
Yes, there you go.
Wow, I mean, I can't believe he's never been X Division champion.
Nor can I.
If he gets this, he'll be like one of the Triple Crown guys in TNA, and there's not many of them.
Exactly.
That'll be really, really cool.
No, thanks for joining us, Slammer. Appreciate it. Chris Maycock's joined us. Amir's just confirmed it was a concussion. Cora suffered a concussion. Said that she might be out of Sacrifice, but we'll see. I don't think she will. I'd be surprised. So we got some big matches there. What else did I say we had? So we've got that ladder match is going to be immense, definitely. We've got Jeff Hardy in that ladder match. We've got the 10-man tag. So we've got Joe Hendry, Matt Hardy, Elijah, plus two sort of kind of, we don't know yet.
Mystery guys.
That's going to be versus the System and, of course, the Colognes. The Colons. We need to call them not the Colognes. The Colons. TNA KO champ Masha Slamovich versus NXT Cora Jade. That's obviously the main event. That's going to be sponsored by, of course, the upcoming movie Queen of the Ring that they've been advertising. Looks pretty damn good, actually. It looks like there's a few AEW stars in there. Did I see what's her name? Tony Storm in there, and I think I saw Taya Valkyrie was in it. I think there's a few former TNA or Impact stars and that are currently at AEW as well. So I'm sure that there's going to be more. I bet there'll be a few of the, the TNA people in it as well. I'm pretty sure Killer Kelly and people like that. So I bet you Killer Kelly's in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a few in there. Okay, so that should be immense, and that's great news with regards to the the film Queen of the Ring. It's been getting rave reviews. Apparently, it's very, very good. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to make sure I get that. It's on. I believe it's. Is it on Netflix or is it in cinemas?
I have no idea. I think it might be on Netflix. I'm sure it could.
I will certainly be checking that when I can watch it, when it becomes available for me, whether it be online or wherever. I'm definitely going to check it out. I watch all the kind of wrestling movies. I've seen them all. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. But recently we've had some good ones, haven't we? We have had some good ones recently. So I'm looking forward to the one about the I forgot what it was called. Had Zac Efron in it. That was pretty good.
Iron Claw.
That's it, Iron Claw. I like that one. That one was good. I loved the wrestler.
Fighting with my family.
Fighting with my family was a fun one, but very good, well written. Enjoyed all of that. Some really good stuff. Okay, Courtney. So it's going to be in theaters, not Netflix.
Oh,
that's a shame. But hopefully it'll be in theaters over here as well. So I'll see if I can.
Yeah, I got a
see if I can.
I'm sure we can find it.
Drag someone along. I'm sure I could drag someone along to watch that. Should be fun. Right, let's get.
You drive up to St. Helens. You can bring us down for the weekend.
Fair play. We'll go together. Right, Impact recap. Here we go. So the System are in the ring, and they address JDC's victory over Leon Slater last week, as well as Bruce's upcoming NXT Championship opportunity against Femi at WWE Roadblocks. Now, this is the thing. It's not being billed as an NXT show. It's a WWE show. So it is an opportunity at Madison Square Garden to, be in a WWE pay-per-view. But there you go. X-Division champ Moose turns his attention towards Jeff Hardy, who has pinned him twice recently. Moose finds that Jeff's luck has run out in tonight's six-man tag team main event, putting the System versus TNA World Tag Champs, the Hardys, NXT champion Femi. And Brian Myers thinks that the Colons may be System material after making their shocking arrival last week. Eddie and Orlando come out and say that in order to achieve their goal of taking over TNA, they don't want to fight against the System. They want to fight with the System. So looks like the Colons currently are tentatively part of the System, or certainly working with them.
That's going to be good. Yeah,
so
this is going to be interesting.
That's an interesting way. I don't see it going that way, to be honest. But there you go. Now, during an interview with Gia Miller, Knockouts World Tag Team Champions Spitfire are confident ahead of their high stakes defense against Ash and Heather by Elegance. Tonight, the losers will become the winner's personal concierge for 24 hours. So there was that. There was a good build to that. NXT's Aura Mensa. Aura Mensa is English, I believe. Or certainly British. And I'm sure he was on NXT UK.
Yeah, the name was familiar, and I was when I saw him, I didn't recognize him, but I recognized the name, and I'm pretty sure NXT UK was where I'd heard it before, because a lot of their matches were going all over the TNA groups and that, because everyone was like really miffed about WWE at all these places, and all the NXT UK talent were just going nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
But their names were flying all over the place, like you'd expect them to, because they were so well known or so interesting. If the WWE ever dropped the ball, then they should come to TNA. They should go to Ring of Honor when it was Ring of Honor on its own, etc., etc. Before the pandemic, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Before the pandemic turned everything on its bloody head.
That's right. But he's going to be Mike Santana's opponent tonight on Impact. Now, after a pretty solid match with Mike Santana, he defeats but he does defeat Aura Manso quite convincingly, to be fair. Mustafa Ali continues to play mind games with Mike Santana, haunting him with demons from his past, etc.
That was really cruel. I thought this was like really pushing it to the edge. I'm so glad Santana let them go ahead and do this one, because I thought, oh wow, that's a bit
Very
harsh,
close to
guys.
home. It's that fine line between reality and and fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But backstage, Santana is on the hunt for Ali, but he's confronted by the Great Hands and Tasha Steelz. The Great Hands, as they're now known, and Tasha Steelz. After refusing to compete last week, Tessa Blanchard must compete tonight, or she's fired. You're fired. Blanchard steps into the ring against Kelsey Heather, which is, I believe Kelsey's a local talent, pretty good. I quite liked her. I thought she was all right. And the match is on. Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich is seen watching them backstage. Blanchard makes a quick work of her opponent, connecting with a cutter, followed by, of course, the buzzsaw to win. Again, Tessa looked amazing. She came out. Her ring gear looked amazing.
Yeah.
She walked like an absolute beast. She got in the ring and just basically pulverized her opponent quite convincingly, to be fair. Yes, he did. He did.
Off topic, what are your thoughts on John Cena's heel turn at the Elimination Chamber? Just jumping off topic from Mia. I thought it was brilliant. I'd never everyone was saying, oh, it's like 15 years too late, 15. But honestly, the longer they left it, because the better. John Cena was saying for ages that I don't want to go back down the heel route unless I'm going leaving wrestling, or he's got no intention of like going back to her face role ever or something like that. So, and he was always been like the baby face for over 15 years. And when I didn't watch the Elimination Chamber, but I saw the whole post promo and everything. I thought, wow, I can't believe he's finally done it. So this is really going to be the last we see of John Cena when this run is over.
What's interesting about all of that stuff is that at the end of the day, a heel John Cena is what we potentially would need if we were ever going to get John Cena versus Joe Hendry, because Joe Hendry is the face, so we needed John Cena to turn heel. So
and the fact that he's also playing into The Rock's hands, and him and The Rock and Cena had a really, really good rivalry. I wasn't blown away by everything John Cena did, but in like The Rock and Cena matches were really good. That was a good rivalry. And I said, and when I was saying after WrestleMania, there's only one person who's going to come for John Cena after he beats Cody Rhodes and takes his championship, and just Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Hey, chat Bison. Hey, what did I say?
Hey, friggin' punk. He's just saying hi to the
chat. Hi, Bison. Oh, okay. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us again. Now, backstage, NXT's Cora Jade blindsides Masha Slamovich. The two are set to meet, obviously, for the Knockouts World title on the line at Sacrifice. That was pretty intense, actually, that moment.
Yeah, she smashed her and knocked her into the monitor. It's like, whoa. Jordan Grace will make you pay.
I thought that was pretty intense moment. I quite like that. So that was good.
Jordan Grace comes on next on Tuesday. That's my fucking job.
Yeah, exactly. After making,
I did a top rope jackhammer to her. That's my fucking job to destroy Masha, not yours.
Masha's gonna kill you. After making his shocking debut last week, Elijah assures TNA World Champion Joe Hendry that he is an ally. The two are interrupted by the system. What a shock. So that all goes on backstage. Steve Maclin is defeating Casey Navarro after a really intense match in the ring. We also had some interference from EY and the Northern Armory, but obviously trying to convince Steve Maclin to join the faction or join the Brotherhood or whatever it is you want to call it. But Steve's having none of it. Lei-Ying Lee tells Tessa Blanchard that she talks too much, Blanchard fires back and says she's not on her level. Director of Authority Santana Murray makes a match between them for sacrifice. I'd say Lei-Ying Lee is very much on Tessa Blanchard's level. She's very good.
Yeah, she's just so underrated.
Very much. Knockouts World Tag Team Champions Spitfire, Danny Luna and Jody Threat defeat Ash and Heather by Elegance with the personal concierge, of course. Losers become the personal concierge for 24 hours. We'll get to a bit more of that in a second. Mance Warner, Steph DeLander defeats Sami Callihan by disqualification. Now, what's interesting in that is we talked about this last week. People were moaning that they were putting them in a match too early, and I'm like, it's a normal match. It's going to end up in DQ. You got nothing to worry about.
I said we're probably going to see Sammy do a rhino, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, I mean that. I think
as soon as the match started, guys get a chair. Fuck you.
I think we all knew. That this match was not going to end with a winner. But
they're definitely back in his element. That's what we want to see.
Exactly. Warner then evades the next chair shot because he gets battered with a chair shot like quite convincingly. He then drops Callahan with a clothesline. Warner wields the steel chair before it's broken up by security. Director of Authority Santino Marella. He's seen enough. I've seen enough. And he vows that this will actually continue at Sacrifice in a street fight. So we're going to get a street fight between these two.
Oh, we're going to get barbed wire.
It's still not going to be enough.
Axe, staple gun. Yeah, we're going to need him in a cage eventually.
It's still not going to be enough. I'm telling you that. It's still not going to be enough.
Steve Maclin's post-match promo with his after his match with Casey Navarro, that was fucking brilliant. I really, really did enjoy that.
Yeah, that was nice.
If you've not seen it, guys, go and check it out on his Twitter feed or Instagram or wherever. I've shared it around a few times. It was bloody brilliant because Full Sail University was where he started his career off at NXT, and the untapped potential that he's unleashed since then is just amazing.
Oh, he's incredible. And he's absolutely incredible.
So listening to him talk about it all and reflect it all then was just like, wow, that's a huge motivational boost if you're ever feeling down.
100%. Can you bring up Punk's thing there? It's just all Punk's thing. I can't. It's too small for me to actually read.
Okay.
Bring that one up. There you go.
It was a bit of a slow response.
He's very familiar with Kelsey Heather. She's the current Shine Wrestling Nova champ. And she also wrestles in WoW. Joan Boy. That's fantastic. Yeah, I've not. I thought she looked familiar, so I've seen a bit of WoW. So she did look familiar. She's good. I think she did a good job.
She held her own against Tessa for as much as she could, and she sold her moves bloody brilliantly.
Yes, I mean she sold really well, and it wouldn't surprise me if they don't invite her back to do more. So NXT's Wes Lee joins Tom Hannafan and Matthew Raywell on commentary as Ace Austin battles Frankie Kazarian. Austin drops Kazarian with a side rush and leg sweep followed by a leg drop. The fight spills to the outside where Austin is confronted by Tyson and Tyreek. Lee distracts Austin, allowing Kazarian to capitalize with the slingshot cutter for free. So Kazarian gets the win. Due to some shenanigans.
Into shenanigans, and Ace Austin's been pretty beat up over the last few weeks as well. So if people are thinking that's a bit of an anticlimactic finish, then go and check the beating Ace Austin's taken from the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's definitely been taking a bit of a beating.
Yeah, so it's all accumulating.
It's all building up.
But I love that slingshot cutter. I think that's a really cool move.
It's a very cool move. Yeah, I
really love that.
After the match, Lee, Tyson, and Tyreek deliver a 3-on-1 assault to Ace Austin until the Rascals chase him off with the chairs. We then get treated to Ryan Nemeth, who reminds the world that his brother, Nick Nemeth, will return.
My big brother!
Will return to TNA Wrestling in 15 days. So I think every week we're going to get a countdown.
I'm so disappointed. I was right with that one. I really did not want that to be a weekly thing, but it is, and I'm gonna.
Definitely a
Oh
weekly
God,
thing.
hurry!
It's definitely going to be a weekly thing. Now, the Systems X Division champion Moose, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Myers with Alisha Edwards defeat TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, and NXT champion Oba Femi. I wasn't expecting that, but that's good. That's a good move. Sets things up nicely.
Yeah,
Um,
it built everything between Moose and Femi really well for last Tuesday just gone.
Oh yeah,
as
totally
well.
agree. Totally agree. We get 6-man tag team main event as TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys take on and Obi take on the System. Jeff delivers a poetry in motion to Myers. Alisha Edwards distracts the referee. Did you want to know something, ref? After allowing Moose to assault Jeff from the apron, the System is in control as they slow the pace and wear Jeff down. Jeff creates separation with a jawbreaker to Eddie. Moves cheap shots Femi before being caught with a twist of fate from Jeff. Matt is unloads on Moose with a flurry of offense. Matt and the side effect on Moose, but Myers breaks the pin. Femi catches Eddie on the dive and drives him into the apron. Myers sends Femi crashing into the steel steps. Femi isn't phased by the big boot from Moose and hits him with a thunderous spinebuster. And yes, it was thunderous. The colons hit the ring, but Femi sends them packing. Moose connects with a spear on Femi. Myers clobbers Matt with a system ring. What else then? And Moose puts him away with a spear. To 1, 2, 3 to get the win. Now, I thought it was a fun match. There was a lot of cool stuff going on, a lot of good moments. It is what it is because you've got to remember that you've got some guys in there that they're being protected as well, but they're going as well. So I'm loving the way the Hardys are being used at the moment. I think this is a perfect example of how you're going to get the most out of the legendary tag team.
Legends.
I think they're doing a fantastic job of that right now. After the match, the System and the Colons look to deliver more punishment to their adversaries when TNA World Champion Joe Hendry and his newfound friend Elijah. Exactly.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Anyway, they make the save. Director of Authority Santana makes 2 big announcements for sacrifice. Jeff Hardy will challenge Moose in a ladder match for the X Division Championship. Plus, the System and the Colons join forces against Joe Hendry, Matt Hardy, and 3 partners of their choosing. Of course, as this happened, Impact goes off air. We did learn literally straight after on the social media that Elijah will be joining them. So Elijah is definitely one of the partners. So we've got 3. We've got Elijah, Joe, Matt. We've got 2 more surprises to come. I believe that they're bringing someone in with a bit of a name value. I'm pretty sure of that. But like I say, if not, if it's one of the tag teams from NXT, that's still pretty cool. But I think it's a legend. I think we're going to see a legend tag team. Imagine if it was Bully Ray.
That would be amazing. If it was Bully Ray and Brother Devon, that would be so cool to see the Hardys and the Dudleys again. Oh, wow.
That would be cool, man. And then right at the end, Bully Ray turns on the Hardys, and we get the Hardys versus Team
Jeff goes
3D.
through a table one more time.
Rebellion. Hey, how about that? That would be cool. But yeah, so really big show. A lot going on. Loads of moving parts during matches, and lots of moving parts all the way through the show. There was a few more matches, which I was happy with, but there was still some really cool promo stuff and backstage moments as well. I enjoyed the show. Did you?
Yeah, I did. It was really, really smooth. It went by really quickly. I loved also, I must give a shout out to the skip between the Ash Bay Elegance and Heather Elegance the concierge for Jody threatened Danny Luna. That was really funny.
Yeah,
And then
we did
Ash by
skip
Elegance
that.
inadvertently insults Steph Delander's dog, and she's
Yeah.
just standing there. It's like
Yeah, that was good.
I thought she was going to smack her.
I love the way that they were making out that their bags stunk and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and she took off her elbow pad and like just putting it in front of her nose. And stuff. No, there was some good shit. I thought that was good. I'm sure we'll get to see much more of that stuff this week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll see the end of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll see the tail end of that. Definitely. Right, this Thursday on Impact. Again, it's from Full Sail University, so I'm loving the venue. I think it's a great place for TV, and they're making a real good job of it as well. But we're going to get Savannah Evans versus Zaya Brookside.
Yeah, revenge.
Hopefully, Zaya gets
redemption for Zaya Brookside.
That would be good. A little bit of revenge. We're also going to get an episode of First Class Penthouse.
Yeah,
hopefully it won't be as long as the segment that we had last week because that was just too long. But other than that, it was good. So we're going to get the Penthouse, which is good. We've got to get the Northern Armory versus the Rascals and Ace Austin.
That's going to be a banger.
That should be good.
Wow.
That should be done. I mean, it's all three. So it's all three. But again, are they going to be still trying to get hold of, bring Steve Maclin on board? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're going to get Obafemi and Moose having an in-ring face-off. Obviously ahead of their match at Roadblocks, or Roadblock, I should say. I keep saying Roadblocks. It's because of that bloody game. My son plays it all the time. Roadblocks. But anyway, Mike Santana is going to be taking on one half of the Great Hands, John Schuyler. Again, I think what's good is, I mean, a lot of people don't realize, whether you're in with a top, a top well-known talent, or whether you're in with a good hand like John Schuyler, this is gonna be a good match. And I don't care what anybody says, John Schuyler is a really good wrestler.
Yeah, both Schuyler and Hotch are amazing, but Schuyler is so underrated because he's older. People. Yes. He's so good.
He's very talented. He's very good at making others look good as well. So that's going to be a pretty badass match. We're going to hear from Knockouts champ Masha Slamovich. Not sure whether that's in the ring or outside, where that's going to be. I don't know, but we're going to hear from her. We're going to get the Hardys versus the Colons. The Colognes. Whatever you call them. That's what we're going to get. So that'd be a good match.
I'm looking forward to this.
That was probably seen. I don't know if that's ever been seen, but I would imagine if it has, it would have been in a WWE ring. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I'm assuming, now I could be wrong. I mean, either the Hardys versus the Colons will be the main event, or it will be Elijah versus Brian Myers. I'm not sure. But we're also going to get Elijah with his first in-ring solo match. So it'll be Brian Myers versus Elijah. I think that's going to be a really good match, and those guys have faced each other before in a WWE ring.
Yeah.
So that should be good. It's a safe bet, isn't it? You put for a first match, put him in with someone that he's confident that he knows, and they know each other well. You're going to get a good match,
and who's professional, and no one's more professional than Brian Myers.
No, he's the most professional wrestler. He is the one. He is the man. But yeah. Someone's saying, what if Cora can't compete? Is sacrifice? Who will take her place? Ugh, I don't know, actually. Maybe a returning Kylan King, maybe? I don't know. There's obviously options out there. Maybe the winner of...
Rosemary will probably step up because she'll want another round with Masha as well.
Well, you've either got Rosemary, but what if Zaya beats Savannah Evans, who had a shot? So maybe that would then make her.
And Zaya Brookside gets a shot. Then that would be how I would book it, to be honest, as well.
I think that's the potential there. Zaya Brookside taking her place would be good, unless they still want it to be an NXT talent. I don't know. I mean, there are plenty of other pretty good females. I tell you what I didn't mention, actually, mainly because it's not really TNA related, but I did see that Natty or Natalia is going to be in the Crockett's Cup in NWA. Did you see that?
Yeah, she's working with NWA. She's been to couple of other promotions outside WWE recently. She's doing a tour around the world of pro wrestling and that. And
well, it's about time she turned up at TNA, don't you reckon?
Oh, definitely. I would love to see her in TNA.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
I was hoping we'd see her in Jordan Grace, but sadly we didn't.
Well, we might do, and it'll probably end up in NXT or something.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll get it eventually. But guys, listen, that's all we've got time for this week. And also, if you want to show your support for TNI UK team, please feel free to super sticker us or head over to prowrestlingtees.com/Total Nonstop Impact for some great t-shirts, or head over to our exclusive Spreadshirt merch store. Links, of course, are below. All the TNI shows are also available to all you Listen on the Go fans via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, just wherever you listen to your favorite shows. We'll definitely be there. So make sure you do that. Where can we find you on the social media, Joe?
You can follow me on Twitter at JOKEmptySpace. You can jump onto Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, look for #EmptySpace, your taste for it, and your sense of humor, #Daily Giggle. But approach with an open mind, and you just might keep your sanity. No. And a shout out to all the recent viewers on YouTube, because the numbers have actually shot up over the past few days. Some of the memes posted. So shout out to anyone who's tuned in and had a laugh. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's really good. If you're interested in following Total Nonstop Impact on the socials, you'll find us on Facebook, Instanet, and of course X at We Talk Impact. Please go and give us a follow. It all makes a massive difference to us. Helps us, get more and more of a visibility on all the social media, so we can bring more fantastic TNA fans into our shows. It's definitely the way to do it. If you want to find out a little bit more about me, I'm at Lord Bison 45 on the X, but I'm also on the Talk of the Tick. Yes, I am. I bet you didn't know that, but I am. I'm on the TikTok at Bison by Design. Go and check that out. My motivational, my gym channel, go and check it out. Loads of cool stuff on there. I've started to do life lessons and all sorts on there now, so go and check it out. There's some interesting stuff on there. Please take the time to help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or of course a smash, to never miss any of the great TNA-related content coming into you each and every single week, including Live Impacted and, of course, the live review every Thursday. And we like to give you interviews, reviews, previews, whatever we possibly can. I know that the boys are doing an NXT thing now as well with related to the TNA stuff, which I think is really, really cool. So make sure you check that. It's almost something every night of the week. So we're getting there. Yeah. We're getting there.
The only get away from everybody is
Friday and Monday. I don't think there's anything Monday and Friday. So we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday covered. If I do an interview, I normally bring it out on a Monday or a Friday.
Yeah,
I do, generally. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities to do
stuff.
For
choice, of course, guys.
Don't forget, we also do the watch-alongs as well with J-Bone. J-Bone does the watch-along. So, there's loads of stuff like that. So, definitely worth subscribing to the channel. Some of the shorts are fun as well. And don't forget, we have guests on this show, as well as obviously the guest interviews that we do, the slightly longer format guest interviews as well. So loads of really cool stuff for you guys to get involved in. So make sure that you spread the word. TNI is the show, is the channel for a TNA fan, without doubt.
#We are Impact.
Yes, exactly. With all that said, I've been Bison, and he's been, of course, the Joker. And this has been episode 220 of Impacted. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys.